street lights lit this town like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up.
And good evening, friends. Welcome back to the United We Stand podcast. As usual, catering to your tactical innuendo, I'm your host Neil, here to guide you through the next few minutes of pure ecstasy. And as I promised last week, we do have something special today indeed. And judging by the poster, you have probably guessed it already. It's Bruno X Pogba time! So before starting, I would like to highlight all of your courage and patience in this coronavirus pandemic by staying indoors all this time. In many places, the lockdown is being lifted and we are planning to resume life in all normalcy, but with the safety precautions still intact. So wear your masks, keep sanitizing and sit back and enjoy what's about to ensue. Okay, so creative number 10, check. World Cup winning midfielder, check. Man United have finally got the two players available for selection once the PL tentatively returns this coming week. And boy, oh boy, we can't stop getting excited on the prospects of them two lining up together. And exactly how will they line up? So let's have a look. Initially, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer plans to utilize both of them in a 4-3-3 attacking setup. The right wing can be occupied by Dan James, Mason Greenwood, or prospective new signing Jadon Sancho. The 4-3-3 formation sets up with the usual back four, McTominay as the pivot or the number 6 with two number 8s in Bruno and Pogba and the speedy front three. The two number 8s play a vital role in midfield as they are capable of all roles given to them. Great players are accustomed to tactical flexibility and Bruno and Pogba have shown their traits to be versatile in numerous formations. Alternatively, you can think that United can line up in a 4-4-2 diamond shape with Pogba playing as the Messiah. The word roughly translates to half winger, and given Pogba's brilliance in that setup on his Juventus days, we can expect him to be at his sparkling best in that position. Fred can be the box to box, while Scott enterprises his role of a ball winner at the base of the diamond. The 4-4-2 diamond shape has to have fullbacks who can bomb up and down the pitch to keep the width of the team intact. Bruno here will act as a trequartista. The word roughly translates to a third quarter player, operating in the final third, in the half spaces and the two channels. Meaning, Bruno can go here, here and up there, and owing to his supreme tactical know-how, he can play the game as a maestro in midfield. Alternatively, Ole has used the 3-4-1-2 formation in big matches with Brandon on the left wing back slot with Shaw as the left centre back. Ole has preferred him here because of his pace and strength, but with all defenders fit, we will have to wait and see where Luke Shaw gets in. The three at the back will be centrally led by Captain Maguire and Eric Bailly. Would certainly contest his place over Lindelof, and when he is fit, he is firing. The midfield four will have the same as before, with Scott as the anchor man and Paul as the deep lying playmaker, with Rashford, Martial and Bruno making the final three. Bruno here is the false nine, operating in and around the box in these spaces left vacant by the defenders dragged wide by the two split strikers, else himself dragging the man and allowing fullbacks to penetrate and cross into the box. Playing Diogo Dalot here might just prove to be essential, as his crossing and attacking threat is much more evident than defensively expert Wan-Bissaka. Now let's talk numbers. Talking about Bruno's stats, he has 3.6 shots per game, 3.2 key passes per match with an accuracy of 75.1%, 1.7 tackles per game, coupled with 0.4 interceptions per 90. On the other hand, Pogba takes 3 shots per game, 1.6 key passes per match with 82% accuracy, making 1.3 tackles per 90 with 0.5 interceptions per game. Couple that up together and boom, the stats together and you have Bruno x Pogba, and they complement each other's gameplay where Pogba plays a bit deeper to Bruno. The passing accuracy is staggering considering both play ambitious passes very often. The heat map will give you a better idea regarding their positional play. Bruno's heat map last season shows how adept he is in commitment towards offensive as well as defensive movements, as we see him cover almost each and every field of grass for Sporting. Pogba's heat map over the course of last season contrastingly show how his messiah attributes over the left side of a midfield three is exclusive. Providing long passes, goals and assists, make runs into the box is well documented here. Analyzing few movements or runs in the first picture versus Derby, Bruno keeps hold of the ball and waits for Shaw to run into the space and provide a cross and create a goal scoring opportunity. Delaying the pass a bit helps Shaw time that run perfectly, and his inch perfect weight on the through pass allows overlappers get in behind. In the second pick, we break down his pre-assist versus Bruges. In and around the edge of the box, playing as a trequartista, Bruno feints to shoot and finds Juan Mata with a brilliant lob, of which Mata delightfully cushions and lays it up for tap in for Ighalo. His vision in the final third is exquisite, just as the role of a trequartista demands. In the next pick in the same match, Bruno comes down to the half spaces to receive the ball, where he can either play the man with a touch or spin in behind to the space. He also drops deep to pick up possession and spray passes or drive towards the final third to create an extra man in attack who's free. Contrary to that, Pogba's skill set is a bit different. The first picture deciphers how good he is playing a lofted through balls, playing as a deep lying playmaker. Same kind of a third man run, beating the offside trap and scoring. The second picture against Leicester shows how Pogba playing deeper enables him more time on the ball and pick any pass, as he's potent enough to find each and every one of them with his immense vision and tactical intelligence. The final pick shows Paul playing for France in the deep playmaker role, driving through the heart of the midfield, where he can either drop down centrally to use that space to counter the overload, or just drive forward, forcing the defenders to scramble and enable forwards to make their runs. Else he can just switch the wing with a measured diagonal and recycle the attack altogether. Paul is the heartbeat of any team, and adding Bruno with him would be a prospective match made in heaven amongst the footballing gods themselves. And both of them would be vital in the upcoming matches when the football restarts in England, kicking off with Tottenham as the Reds restart their hunt and fight for the top 4 positions. More or less that pretty much wraps up this episode. If you have liked this analysis, drop a like for the video and do mention in the comments how you would like to see Paul and Bruno line up. Till then, see you on 19 for the match against Spurs. I hope you all are as excited as I am, and I can just feel it. So bidding you goodbye, stay safe, stay at home, stay indoors, and GGMU. Bye for now.
I was born to be united. Daddy told me when I was just a baby. When I I was 5, I went down the wall